ARC is our agency resource center, and it's really here that we support operations, we support our mission, all those that are on the front lines, delivering on the programs and services each and every day. Our job here at the Agency Resource Center is really support those guys and make sure they have everything that they need, everything from human capital to the financial support, whether it's directionality, whatever is needed out there administratively to really keep the organization moving forward. That's what we do here at the ARC. So it's not that we sit here at the ARC and we make decisions and everyone does what we say. We lead this organization in sort of an inverted triangle type of way, where the leaders are really at the bottom part of that triangle, and we support our operations as they drive the mission each and every day. So the ARC is exciting. These people do a lot of great work over here. There's very passionate individuals. We have our finance and administration, our executive offices where I reside, along with our COO, our director of development is here, our director of public relations, our director of marketing extraordinaire does incredible work here. So we're really excited about being able to do this work each and every day. So let's kind of take a quick tour and hang out with these guys for a minute. So we are here at the ARC, that's our Agency Resource Center, and I'm hanging out with two fabulous people in our Finance and Administration Department, Phil DeBerry, who's our CFO, Shannon Matthews, who's our controller. So Phil, tell us a little bit about what you do, or you guys do here in finance.
Right. Well, we manage all the accounting and finance for the agency. That's working with multiple grants, federal, state, city, county, local. We work in coordination with our payroll providers to provide payroll for our employees. It's a good job and keeps us really busy.
Yeah, I can imagine, man, but it's easy though, right? It's a piece of cake?
No, it's never been easy. Every day's a challenge, but we work with a great group of people that makes it a lot easier to manage.
Wow, so Shannon, so why RCS? What do you love about RCS?
Well, in addition to supporting our community, I love our team. We're a big family here.
Yeah, we are, man. So is Phil, is he a good family member? What is he, like a dad, a sibling, an uncle? Like what would he be in the family tree?
I think he's probably like a sibling.
Sibling,
Yeah.
Wow. Phil, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Sibling, I thought you were going to say grandfather.
No.
So Phil, why do you love RCS?
As Shannon said, we have a great team. We've been able to build this team over the last year, and we've made great strides to improving efficiency, and just our margins are better than they've ever been with RCS in a number of years.
Well, I can tell you that since you guys have been here, man, you're really taking it to the next level. I mean, your skills are second to none, your knowledge, your passion, your commitment, but most of all, your hearts, because I know you put your hearts into what you do. I can see it in the results, and I thank God for both of them, man. So God bless you, and thank you for being
We love
here
you
at
too.
RCS.
All right, thank you.
Did you say you love me?
Yes,
we love you too. Phil said he loved me. All right, appreciate you guys. Thank you. We're here at the ARC, and I'm hanging out with the great Liz Mendez Pena. She is our donor relations specialist. She does such an incredible job. We're so excited to have you here, Liz. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
So here on RCS as a donor relations specialist, we want to be sure that every donor feel that they are appreciated. We love how they support us. We love what they do for us, because a lot of them makes, different events to support RCS.
Right.
And we want them to be sure that we use their donations to help and
Impact the
create
community,
create hope and impact the community in the correct way.
Yeah. It truly is a blessing, all that support, and we got to make sure that we're good stewards over their financial support. So why RCS? Why do you love RCS?
I love everything about RCS. RCS is more than a place where you work. It's a family. And for me, there's two type of work. The work that you do just to get a pay, and a job that you do, a work that you do because you enjoy it and you love it. And I love it, and I enjoy it to be here. I love to help the community. I love every effort that we do here on RCS is going to impact the community in a great way. And I love that relation between donors and between the participants and between everybody here.
Well, I can tell you this, Liz, you have been an incredible blessing to the organization. You're amazing at what you do, always encouraging, always have the right attitude. I mean, you have your game face on every day, and it's just exciting to come to work and know that we have people here like you. And you truly are a huge part of our family, and I don't think we could do what we do without you. So thank you for being here,
Thank
for
you
being
for
so
having me
awesome,
here.
man. We really appreciate you. And so Liz, man, another rising star at RCS. Keep your eyes on Liz. She's doing incredible things, and there's many, many more great things to come. So God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're still here at the ARC, again, our Agency Resource Center, and I am hanging out with our HR director, the big time, the no joke, the real deal, the highly skillful Denise Dickens, aka Dee Dee. So we're hanging out with Denise. So Denise, tell us a little bit about what you do.
First of all, I love the introduction. And I'm the HR director, and I have the opportunity now of bringing all of the HR functions in-house. It's an ideal opportunity for someone whose career has been in HR to take all the different avenues of HR, your recruiting, employee relations, policies, procedures, and bring them all in-house. So with RCS growing at leaps and bounds and all the opportunities we have, this is my chance to build out our HR department.
Well, I'm really excited about you because it was a really big part of my vision for the organization. And I really felt like where we were in terms of our evolution, that we really needed a high-level HR director, ultimately HR department, to really support our volunteers and our staff. And you've been excellent from day one. And we're really glad that you're here. So why RCS? What do you love about RCS?
You know, it's funny the way I started with RCS. I'm technically not supposed to be here today.
I wonder where you heard that from.
I started for just a few weeks as a consultant in October of 2018. Fast forward 9 months later, I'm an employee. And I started in January, and I think what really won me over, we talk a lot about the mission, and that's really important, but we wouldn't have our mission if we didn't have our employees. So for me, a career in HR, I look at the organization, I look at the culture, I look at the mission, but I look at the way we treat our employees, and our human capital is very important. And they won me over. They work so hard, they're selfless, they're diligent, and they just want to do well. So I have an opportunity to partner with your leadership to help build your staff, to help develop them and make them successful at what they do. So if I can do that and have an impact on them, I'm sold.
Well, I can tell you right now, you can have the greatest strategy in the world, but if you don't have the right culture, the right personnel, your strategy will be eaten for breakfast.
That's right.
And I am impressed with your leadership. You are completely taking us to another level. I'm so excited about what the future holds. Every time I think about you, I get excited because you're just such an amazing person, and you can feel your passion in the work. And you really helped us in a lot of ways. So thank you, and I really appreciate you. And God bless you.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Good things to come.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Great things to come. We are here with the incomparable, unstoppable, unequivocal, #1 top resource director in the land, Janita Lewis, who's our director of community resources and community outreach, and also our director of our newest edition, our RCS Express Center there in St. Pete. So Janita, tell us about your job. What do you do at RCS?
Connect our guests to different resources, whatever needs that they have, whether it's food, looking for shelter, need assistance with utilities, applying for benefits. That's my job. Connect them to resources, help them fill out applications so that way they can get on the road to self-sufficiency.
So it's all about the wraparound services. Absolutely. And we want to put them in a position to no longer need us.
Absolutely.
So why RCS? What do you love about RCS?
It's a family-oriented atmosphere. Everyone is like family. The leadership from Kirk to Melinda, you all are wonderful, and we're making an impact together, and to me that's fulfilling.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, the leadership, wow, I wasn't expecting that. Thank you. But Janita, you are the best. You are great at what you do. You are changing lives each and every day. Folks, I got to tell you, from the time she got here, she's been changing lives one at a time, and you're doing an amazing job. We're so grateful to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Hello, everybody. We're here at Grace House. And at Grace House, we do incredible work here. We're able to serve over 550 individuals each year. And what we do is we provide intense case management, wraparound support to ensure that every family, every individual that comes to our program, they go into permanent housing after staying with us for 8 to 12 weeks. And because of that, we have a 90% success rate. And what that means is 9 out of 10 of every family that comes to Grace House, they go into permanent housing after their short stay with us. So we're excited, so let's go in and meet some folks. All right, so now we are in Grace House, the main office. Now this office, this is like where the big shot. I mean, this is like the guy, Mark Dufa. He's the executive director of not just Grace House, but affordable housing and all of our housing here at RCS. So Mark, tell us a little bit about what you do for RCS.
Well, at RCS, we're the largest homeless family shelter in Pinellas County. So the job is move families from homelessness to permanent housing. That's what it's all about. That builds family self-sufficiency, that saves children's lives, and if you don't get excited about that, then I guess maybe you gotta get a new job. That's why you're here. You're here to save people's lives. You're here to help RCS become the premier organization to save people's lives, to reduce homelessness in Pinellas County, and to transform, again, people's lives into employment, into income. That's what this whole world is about. So that's a little job.
I know, right. I know, very little, right. But the reality is that people need us more now than ever before. I mean, it's housing is truly a huge issue in Pinellas County, but not just Pinellas County, but across the country. Homelessness, affordable housing, all those things are challenges for probably I don't know how many communities across the country, and we're just excited to be a part of that. But Mark, what do you love about RCS? What do you like about RCS? Why RCS for Mark Duper?
Well, RCS is in such a opportunity for growth on solving this problem. So it gets exciting with your leadership too, Kirk, that we are able to transform. Nonprofit organizations must be the most innovative, the most impacting organizations. And so when you go to an organization that can actually perform and deliver outcomes, that's the return on investment that everybody can make to this organization. So you want to be a part of an organization that is actually returning on the investments that not only government, but private donors who want to see an impact and solve our most challenging problems. That's why I'm at RCS.
Well, I can tell you, Mark, it's definitely an honor to work alongside you. You're truly a blessing to this organization. Really excited about your expertise. I know we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah. And
we have a lot of big plans. And I know with your vision, man, we're going to go to the next level, man. When it comes to housing and getting folks off the street.
More affordable housing. In this great economy, it's so wonderful to celebrate the economy, but people do not understand that this economy is having such an impact on those low-income families. Our wages are not sufficient. The single factor, as you've already said, Kirk, is affordable housing. Let's get more affordable housing built in this community.
Sounds like a plan, and we're committed. So thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. You're the best, man. You're a blessing. All right. So still here at Gray's house, and so I have the absolute privilege of sitting down with the great Linda Sheffer. She's one of our case managers, front line, making it happen, helping families. I'm excited to talk to you for a few moments. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm a case manager. I started out as the follow-up case manager, but we had a little bit of a staff changeover, so I took on some of that cases to help out Pinellas County.
Wow, so how long was that?
It's just been a year since I've been here, so just on my anniversary.
So why RCS? You've been here a year now. What do you love about RCS? Why us?
Well, I have a degree in social work, and the reason why I went into the field is because I wanted to make a difference. And I've worked in several fields: domestic violence, mental health, with developmentally disabled, and children. So homeless is always a passion of mine, is to try to make a difference. And coming from Michigan to Florida, really see how serious of a problem it is here in Florida. Everywhere you go, there are people that are homeless and sleeping on the streets, and kids that are in cars. So that's why I applied for RCS Gray's House, because I wanted to be a part of I don't know that we can ever solve the problem of homelessness, but at least make a difference, and that's why I became a social worker.
Well, I can tell you that we're truly blessed to have you. Everything I've heard, you're doing an incredible job. Really stepped up to help us. But a little bit of transition, some staff turnover, and really just knocked it out the park. We really appreciate that. But thank you so much, Linda. You're the best. Have a great weekend. All right, so on to the next branch. So we're here at our food bank, which is actually our hub for all of Pinellas County. From this location, we support over 70 food banks and food pantries again throughout the county. We also address emergency hunger, where we actually have families come to this location, and each day we see over 250 to 300 people, again, per day, who come to Opportunity Food Bank who are dealing with food insecurity issues. And so, again, from this location, we support food banks and food pantries as far north as Tarpon and as far south as Gulfport. So we're really excited about the work that happens here. This is heavily managed and operated by volunteers, so there's only about 7 staff here in total. And so they do incredible work here. Not only do we address the needs of folks as they're coming in as it relates to food insecurity, but we address other issues that they may have in different areas through the intake process. Because at RCS, it's all about self-sufficiency. So let's go talk to a few of the staff. So we are still here at the food bank with the great Marie Parham. She is amazing. She's our volunteer manager. She really keeps things in order. I know she has like several hats, so it's not just volunteer management, but I've actually seen her on the floor sorting food and doing all types of work. I don't know if you do that because you know I'm around, or if that's a normal thing, I'm not sure. But Marie, so tell me, what do you do here at RCS?
What I do here is help recruit volunteers. First, I give them a tour of RCS Food Bank, and then get them trained up. I train them in all the different areas. That way they get to get a feel for how the whole dynamics works here. And then they usually choose an area they feel more comfortable working in. And then they start their day out volunteering. It could be in the morning, helping getting the food ready for the daily distribution, or it could be in the afternoon, actually distributing the food to the clients.
Wow, well, you know, RCS, our workforce is made up of 2,500 volunteers and over 80 staff. So that's better than 90% of our entire workforce. And most of our volunteers, they volunteer here at the food bank.
Yes.
So I can know it's a Herculean task when you're managing volunteers, right? Because they don't have to be here. They're here by the kindness of their hearts.
Yes.
So I know it takes real, a high level of patience and also relationship skills to do this job. And everything I've heard is you're doing an incredible job and it's night and day. So thank you so much for your leadership. So why RCS? What do you love about RCS? If anything, I don't know.
Well, it's first off what we do here, helping, just watching also the volunteers, interacting with the clients and seeing the clients' reaction when they're able to get the additional resources and also the resources here. There's not a week that goes by where I don't see a reaction from the clients in a positive way.
Wow.
Be it them crying for being overwhelmed by the kindness that they're getting in such a sensitive time in their life. So it really brings a light. I could be having a really bad day and then I'm like in the office and I turn around and I'm watching one of the volunteers interacting with the client and seeing the outcome. It just brightens up my day.
You're doing an incredible job. Your leadership is palpable. Your passion is undeniable. So thank you so much for everything you do for RCS, and we're glad to have you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
So we are here at the Haven Outreach Center, and I will tell you, amazing things happens here. We're able to serve over 17,000 women and children each year through a number of programs and initiatives. We're incredibly committed to survivors of domestic violence and their families. We're very much into trying to address and prevent human trafficking, elder abuse, emotional abuse, economic abuse. I mean, we really are committed to trying to support as many people as possible in need. A lot of our guests who come here, as you can imagine, they're pretty tough situations, dire straits, very difficult times in their lives. And what we try to do here is provide, again, that intense advocacy, wraparound services to put them in a position of not just safety, but also self-sufficiency as they complete our program. So what we're going to do while we're here, we have an opportunity to speak with one of our amazing staff. So stay tuned. So we're still here at the Outreach Center, and I'm here with the great Hannah McCall, who's one of our youth advocates doing incredible work, helping so many young people and really around prevention and those types of things. So we're really excited. So Hannah, tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I work in the schools, both in middle schools and in high schools, and I do a lot of prevention work. So our goal is to really try to stop domestic violence in its tracks before it even happens. So we teach about boundaries, about healthy relationships, about equal relationships, and about really how in a relationship it's not one person making all the choices, it's both making decisions together and compromising and having, discussions about things are okay even if you don't agree all the time, but just coming to a good compromise. We do an 8-week curriculum through the Florida Coalition Against Domestic Violence. So we go into the same group of kids 8 different times, both in middle school and high school. And we teach really in-depth and really go into really great conversation all about domestic and dating violence. A lot of people don't recognize how prevalent dating violence is with kids, and it is 1 in 3 adolescents are affected by it. So we really want to pay attention to that. And then we also do community events. We go to Pride, we go to different community events throughout the year and set up booths and tables and give out as much information as we can to parents about raising kids in violent-free homes, and to kids and teenagers to equip them with that knowledge as well. And then individually, I also work with kids here at the outreach office, and I help them to safety plan if they live in a home with domestic violence, teaching them safety strategies, and then also equipping them with that knowledge for themselves to grow up and break that cycle of the generational violence.
Wow, how receptive are the kids generally?
It's a tough conversation, so I think there's a little bit of pushback at the beginning, because I think some kids, whether they grow up with it or not, it's a tough subject to talk about. So I think in the beginning they are a little bit nervous to talk about it, but I see in the 8-week lessons they get much more receptive and much more open as time goes on, because they feel more comfortable. And then the questions start flowing, and then kids do come forward often. I'd say at least 1 child per 8-week session will come forward and say, hey, this is happening at home, what can I do? Or it's happening to a friend of mine, how do I help my friend? Things like that.
Wow. So why RCS? What do you love about RCS?
Gosh, I've been here almost 2 years. I love the Haven, I love RCS. I love how there's just so many different ways for people to get help, and I just love how everyone here just loves helping people and working together as a team here. I'd say we're such a great team, and it's really important. And we, doing this kind of work's really tough, so having those people to lean on is super important, and feeling really supported by your coworkers and everything.
That's important. I do want to say, Hannah, you've done incredible work. Everything I've heard.
Thank you.
I heard about all your different presentations and panel discussions and all the great things you're doing with young people across Pinellas County. And you're truly a blessing to RCS. We're glad to have you. So excited. This is one of our rising future stars here at RCS. So keep your eyes on Hannah. She's a rising star. So thank you so much for everything you do for us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So still here at Outreach with the great Deborah Johnson, one of our legal advocates.
Yes.
Okay, I thought I was going to say legal advisor. Sorry about that. But I guess you do that too.
I do.
Right? And so we're really excited about all the great things that are happening here. These guys do incredible work each and every day. And as I mentioned earlier, we impact over 17,000 individuals annually through the great work that they do here at our Outreach Center. So Deborah, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, right now I'm doing a lot of work in the community with the neighborly dining sites with the elderly senior women population. And I'm doing a workshop here. The Neighborly Boss CEO saw the work that I was doing at the dining sites, and there's 7 of them in Pinellas County, from as far north as Tarpon Springs and as far south as Gulfport. And so the CEO liked what I'm doing, what we're doing, and so they said, we will bus the ladies that want to come to the workshop.
It's amazing.
From the dining site to your outreach center for the 90-minute workshop, and then back to their homes. Not only that, they'll provide lunch for them. So we're talking about topics such as under the umbrella of emotional wellness and social isolation, which is a huge problem in the elderly.
Right.
So we're talking about things like depression, anxiety, self-esteem, healthy boundaries, all those good things. And the ladies really enjoy it. They're getting a lot out of it. And so, it's just grown. It has grown to the dining sites in the southern portion. It would be Gulfport, Pinellas Park, and the Sunshine Center down by the Trop.
Wow.
We are partnering with Fifth Avenue Baptist Church, and they're letting us use their conference room there for the ladies to have the workshop there, so that they're not so long on the bus coming all the way from Gulfport to our center here, our outreach office. So. Yeah, that's exciting. It's real exciting. It's growing.
Well, that was a big part of our Scope of Hope expansion for this year, was really to put a heavy emphasis or a greater emphasis on our elderly community. Because usually our elders are, quite frankly, forgotten in many cases. And a lot of the issues that they're dealing with, and they're still living, right? And they want to still have a holistic, healthy lifestyle. So we're really excited about this expansion, and your leadership has been second to none. You're doing incredible work. So why RCS? What do you love about RCS?
I love the way that RCS seems to, and Lola is a big part of this, our director. She notices the giftings and the talents in each person, and she'll put you where you're the best fit. And that's what she did with the seniors. She gave me a list of senior centers. She says, go at it, because I love working with that population. And and I tell people I'm getting there myself. You know, we're all getting older, so we can kind of identify each year more and more with, you know, the elderly population and what they may struggle with. So, yeah, she's really good at matching up people with the work and the talents and putting people in the certain positions where they can thrive.
Yeah, well, I can tell you that the team here is second to none. These are high-level professionals. You guys are very skillful. You're great at what you do. And most of all, you guys get results. You guys get results, and I know Hannah had mentioned earlier, you guys are like a family, and that's always critical in the workplace to have that family environment. And so we're really, really proud of everything that's happening here at the Haven, at the Outreach Center. We just look forward to so many more wins. Now, one thing I do want to say is I want to let everybody know that Deborah, she was recently caught in the act. So we catch certain employees in the act doing a really good job, and so we catch them off guard and we give them gifts. So I think we gave her like a $200 gift card, or was it $25? I'm not sure.
Is there another? Is there a $200
it slipped out. I didn't need you to know that. Sorry. But thank you, Deborah. We really appreciate you. God bless you. You are a blessing to us. You are helping people in so many ways. You have no idea. So thank you.
Thank you.